everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
Back.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. Here. The lion. New man so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right. I am Janae Strother.
I am Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yeah, buddy.
You already know what time it is.
Let's go.
Get on up in here, everybody. We need everybody to get
Come
up
on.
in this Facebook Live. Come on, everybody. Man, I know we're a day late, but look, some things have changed in this last day.
True. Very true. Very true.
We add some things in there. We do get to add in there. So, man, come on, everybody. Get on up in here.
Come on, join us. Come on now.
Let me share this thing. Let me share this thing.
Always good to see my home girl on this Monday.
Oh, absolutely. I cannot wait to do this show, Brody. I'm telling you. Big things. All right, here we go. I'm sharing. Let me get people up in here.
Oh yeah.
Let me get the Let's Talk Football fan here.
Let me send that. Woo.
Let's do this.
Alrighty.
Football.
Yo, glad those of you that have joined us. We're definitely trying to get this thing moving and grooving. Dalton, good evening, my brother. Appreciate you joining Let's Talk Fantasy Football a couple days ago.
Man.
What is going on, brother?
I am excited. Let me get this on the Let's Talk Football. Share with the group. Oh, let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go, Sean, man. I'm excited. Go, man.
Woo-hoo. Yeah. I'm still here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's good. Good one, man. We had another great weekend of football, and especially since my team got to take a rest.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, it was probably my most relaxing weekend. I really ain't have no stress. Every weekend, I think I lose a couple more pieces of hair.
And I definitely lost an enormous amount of hair. I'm wearing hats now. I might go bald like Anthony Handy because...
I know, man. We're going to get on that, though, today, so I don't want to beat up on you too much.
It hurts my heart.
Up on you later on in the show. But, hey, as I am so excited to get with my brother once again for another week of football, if you have not heard, man, we are the greatest show in Northern Virginia, and we are so excited to talk this game of sports with you, and Sean Spencer, man. So we're going to get this show started. I see people are starting to join. Man, let's do this thing, man. Let's do this thing. Man. I am Janae Strother.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football.
Yay!
Man, I am so excited, Sean. Today is the day that we get to discuss this crazy weekend we had of football. Definitely some shockers. But we're going to get on that, man. I know we always shout out somebody special before the beginning of the show. So, Sean, who we got?
We got to definitely jump into birthdays real quick. And I got to shout out our guy, Nigel Walker. Man, bro, happy birthday to you, man. Happy birthday. Die-hard Packers fan. Man, always comments, gets in here in the chat and whatnot, man. Hope you had a great day, man. Hope everything went well. But, Janae, you got somebody that you got shout out too, right?
Absolutely. We got a special birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Sarah, my wife, my beautiful wife, she is going to be celebrating her 21st birthday again. On Friday. Coming up. So, shout out to Sarah. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Washington fan.
Oh, God.
Need more like you.
We didn't. I gave my shout out. You don't have to shout out what team she likes, man. Don't do that.
Yeah. Definitely a friend of the show. Oh, for sure. Yo, we got to move on real quick. And Janae, this is not a birthday, but this is somebody I definitely want to mention. We mentioned it last week, ladies and gentlemen. One of the guys that absolutely watches our show religiously, loves watching us, gets on the show from time to time, diehard Cleveland Browns fan. We reported last week he contracted COVID. He had pneumonia in his left lung. He recently just took another test. COVID is gone. He tested negative. Our guy, Tanner Hughes. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Praise God.
Oh, Tanner, we are so excited about that, man. We've been praying for you, and I'm so excited that is news that you are tested negative for COVID, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. That's definitely what's up, man. Look forward to getting you back on this show and talking about your Browns, because I know you're struggling right now. I know you're dealing with some things, but we're going to bring that up a little bit later, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Janae, let's go ahead and get into this football talk, man.
Hey, man, let's do it, man. Well, we got to get into it, man. Man, what a wonderful week of football we just had.
Yeah.
And it looks like the beat goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Goes on. And the beat goes on.
Come on now.
These teams are rolling.
Yeah.
These teams are rolling. As we know, you already know what time it is. We got to talk about the Cardinals first. Man, the Cardinals just embarrassed the Texans. 31-5. Sean,
it was ugly.
Happening?
It was ugly. Look, that team is dominant. That team is what we thought they were. R.I.P. Denny Green. That team, look, led by Kyler Murray. With now, you already had D-Hop, but now with the emergence of A.J. Green on your team, James Conner, James Edmonds. Come on now.
And Ertz, come on now. You just added Ertz into the building.
There it is.
Yards and a touchdown, 47-yard touchdown, man. Come on. I mean, how do you get better than that for your debut? I mean, come on, man. I'm freaking out, man. How can any team beat this team? They are balling out, man.
Well, but that's the thing. Janae, this is like a super team now. I mean, think about the people that they've added since the offseason. You got J.J. Watt on the team. You know what I mean? You got A.J. Green. You add Ertz. You added James Conner. This is a stacked team right now, man.
God, oh, my God. They are so stacked. I am worried. As a team that is contending and will have to play the Cardinals this season, I am worried. But let's hold fast, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
We're talking about the Texans here.
Yeah.
About the Texans, a depleted Texans. God, Sean, what happened?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you. We all know the cloud that is hanging over Houston, and it's this whole Deshaun Watson case still out in the woods. And crazily, somehow, him and Miami are maybe in talks for a trade.
I heard there's a couple teams that are in talks for getting him.
Right. So, he could potentially play this year. I don't know. It's crazy. But they have so much stuff going on there in Houston that, we thought maybe it was Bill O'Brien a year ago, but then they got rid of him, and they lost D-Hop. And that was kind of the writing on the wall that things were coming down. This is just the aftermath, man. They're dealing with the residuals of that.
Yeah, I feel you, dog. I feel you. I just, man, the Texans, they got a lot of work to do, but we will also talk about them later on the show as well. So we gotta move on. Sean, who else do we have that is, and the beat goes on? Come on.
The beat goes on. So we have to move on. We have to move on to that guy that they call the GOAT. He's got 7 of them. He got 7 rings out of 10 tries. Tampa Bay, they make light work of the Chicago. Man, they roll over the Chicago Bears. Janae, I got to admit, I shout out to my guys from Chicago, Delilah, Nick. I was the person that came out and said the Bears with that good defense, Khalil Herbert at running back, I thought that they were going to do it. I thought they were going to get upset.
Not wrong.
Yeah.
You gave too much credit. The thing is, man, Tom Brady just has so many weapons.
Yeah.
Another team that has dynamic offensive weapons. Like, what in the world? I mean, was Chicago's defense even there? Answer that.
No, I don't believe they were. I don't believe. What up? What's going on, Nathan? Glad you're here to join us.
What's up, Nathan?
I don't think I don't think their defense was anywhere around. But at the same time, at this point, and shout out to my guy Nick Rosario, who mentioned this on the show last week. It seems like every week Tom Brady's got a new record he's got to break. Yeah. You know what I mean? And when you got a record, or if you have a championship in front of Tom, he has improved invincible. He surpasses 600 touchdown passes with the win. Oh, this guy's he's just too much.
500. Now we're at 600. My God, this man is just killing the game. And the ball actually got given away.
Yeah.
Oh, given away. The ball, the 600th ball, Tom Brady touched somebody else's hands. Man.
Yeah. Man. And look, I heard they went up there. They were like, "Hey, we need the ball back." And the dude was like, "Nah, I'm trying to keep it." I would have left the stadium. I would have been like, "Nah, man, I'll
do some serious negotiating. I need 5 years worth of free tickets to the stadium. I need invitation to Tom Brady's events.
Right.
Friend, if you want this ball, man,
I need it. Yeah. So, they rolled over. Tampa Bay rolled over Chicago. Chicago's still dealing with their rookie quarterback. But look, one of the things I will say is that Chicago has found a gem in running back. Khalil Herbert at Virginia Tech got 18 carries for 100 yards. Yeah. He's proven with all the injuries and all the chaos and everything that's in Chicago, he's proven to be a solid performer. So shout out to him, man. Hopefully, unfortunately, the team you're on. But
I agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. Man, you can't say enough about Tampa Bay. But we got to move on to another team that's definitely taking over, continuing the train on the 6-1. LA Rams run over Detroit, man.
Yes.
Another game that all expected this probably to happen. But Stafford throws three touchdowns.
Yeah.
Former team. Come on now.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Hey, look, Stafford did what he did what we thought he was gonna do. Shout out to my baby Catherine Hughes, her guy, Matthew Stafford. That's her guy. She said once he went to a new team, the curse was broken. He was gonna go to the Super Bowl. And Janae, they look like they're playing a Super Bowl for him right now.
Lights out. I mean, you saw people in the stadium with the half and half.
Right.
They had half Rams and half Detroit. You're like, dang, I feel for him. They love him, and he's a great quarterback. And Stafford come on, man. Stafford he's the man. And the weapons that they have. I mean, all of these teams that have one loss, they have dynamic offensive weapons. These are offensive power teams.
Absolutely. And I think the thing that people are sleeping on is that man Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp is a monster right now. 10 receptions, like
the game.
Right. Cooper Kupp is dominating right now. Him and Matthew Stafford have that kind of weird, like symbiotic, weird, like mental relationship. They're on the same page. I would say it almost rivals Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers because they have just been connecting since day one, since Stafford got there.
Absolutely connecting in every way. The Rams defense, my God, 5 sacks, 2 interceptions. What in the world? I mean, what else could you say, Sean? I mean, they look like a completed team.
They do. That's why they're on this list. Now, Janae, my fiance is here, but we're going to talk about it. I gotta acknowledge a comment by my guy Nathan Snell, who said, "I'm sorry, but Detroit will go 0-16, guarantee." Janae, is there any hope in Detroit?
Wow.
Is there any hope?
No.
Oh man, I mean, is Kat listening? Tell her to cover her ears.
yeah, babe, cover your ears, babe.
Kat, I love you to death, but I may have to agree. They got a tough road ahead, and it doesn't get any better. I mean, I don't really see them winning. I mean, hey, they got the Eagles coming up. They got Steelers. They got the Browns. They got the Bears, which is doable. They could win against the Bears. God, they got the Vikings. Yeah, that's gonna be tough. This
Right.
Broncos is gonna be tough. They got the Cardinals. It's gonna be tough.
I just don't see it happening. I really don't see it happening. And I feel for him. A week ago, we talked about it on the show. A week ago, how the coach is going to call out the quarterback. Well, the quarterback went back to his old home, Jared Goff. He went back to the Rams, and they whooped him. But look, I still, remember I talked about that gleam. They had hope at one point in the game. They were winning.
What are the issues? Is it an offensive issue, a defensive issue? What is the issue?
Honestly, I think the issue is at a certain point in the game, it's something that's inescapable. The whole team kind of gets this kind of feel like, here it comes. Yeah. When is the letdown going to come? They went up and we're like, oh my goodness, they're leading. They're doing it. They're stopping them. And then you just see Matthew Stafford drive down the field. It's like, nope.
That crybaby coach. It's true, man. I mean, they just do not have, and they don't have it. And I don't know Detroit exactly, Nathan. The coaching, they just don't have it, and something is not connecting. I thought the curse was also lifted. If I can be honest, I thought the curse was lifted. It doesn't look like it's lifted, and it's possible that they can go 0-17. It's gonna be sad.
I can see it happening. I don't want it to happen, but we already said on this show last week that they are our picks to be the number one pick in the draft. So I don't know. Shout out to Jared Harmon, J-Red saying should have kept Caldwell. Yep. Oh yeah.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Yep. They just man, they are man. We gotta keep moving, Sean. We gotta keep it moving because we can talk about that all day.
Right. And look, we got to move on to the next group of teams. You mentioned this in the beginning of the show. You talked about there were some shockers this weekend. And Janae, there were a lot of games where you're like, oh, wait a minute. This team came out. What? So it begs the question, are they for real? And Janae, we got to start with this first team who we've been kind of talking about back and forth. Cincinnati shocks Baltimore.
My God.
Ooh.
What in the world, Sean? 41 points. Did anybody predict that Cincinnati would beat Baltimore?
Yeah.
41-17.
Sheldon, don't count your Ravens out. What happened?
I mean, Jamar Chase, what in the world ran all over you? Oh, my God. 3 touchdowns?
Yeah. Come on now.
3.
I mean, that Burrow and Chase connection is unstoppable. I'm telling you.
That's a
Burrow
match in heaven. That's a match made in heaven. They are a lethal weapon. I mean, as you can see, Baltimore's defense is pretty darn good.
Yeah.
And they went down to Cincinnati. Ooh, this division. Cincinnati is doing his thing. Joe Bu and Stripes are what they are. Good. What a year. I'm telling you.
Hey, they can fall out. Look, they can sit there and find a way to win this division. We saw what's going on with the Rams with Mayfield and the two-headed monster out, and they're struggling. The Ravens, Nathan, I can't. I'm not being rude, and Sheldon, you too. I'm not being rude, but I don't know how to judge your team. You beat an upstart Chargers team a week ago. You finally beat the Chiefs, and then you get stomped by Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Weird situation over in Baltimore because I definitely was rooting for Baltimore. I was shocked the way they lost and how it looked. I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was absolutely shocked, my man. But there is another game, Sean, that I'm absolutely shocked about. The Tennessee Titans. Man.
Come on now.
Killed it. Killed Kansas City 27-3.
Yeah. Come on. Casey, what happened?
Mahomes was on the field, ladies and gentlemen, and only 3 points was scored. It felt like a game that was so important recently that happened. A Super Bowl.
Oh.
Where they could not show up.
Yeah.
No touchdowns were made. this is what it felt like. Tennessee just exposed them. It
Yeah.
made you question whether Kansas City is who we really think they are. We've been talking about this, Sean. Are they
That's the question.
the same team? Derrick Henry ran all over them.
Yeah. And that's the thing. That's the question. The question is Kansas City just completely fallen off? You know what I mean? We always thought, hey, look, it doesn't matter. Maybe they just got off to a slow start. But we know when they hit stride, nobody's going to be able to touch them. Well,
they were exposed. They were exposed.
Right.
That defense is trash.
Yes.
Is trash. Tennessee defense, 4 sacks, 2 fumble returns, and 1 interception. They had a lights out game.
Yeah.
A lights out game.
KC is not ready. KC, look, they cannot rely on Mahomes and Hill and Kelsey anymore.
Out there, did you even? I mean, what in the world, Sean?
Look,
Mahomes was active. Hill was active.
Look, Kelsey and Hill combined for 13 catches and 114 yards. That normally is a stat line for each of them, like alone. You know what I mean? They combined for that. Okay, yeah. They're struggling right now. I don't know. And look, we saw the hit that Mahomes took. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we saw that hit. And that was a powerful hit.
Hey, Mahomes. Jared said Mahomes fell in love with that Favre ball. Yeah, that gunslinger type mentality. Yep.
He did. Hey, and the thing is, you can't get too comfortable.
Right.
Can't get too comfortable.
Right.
Defense can know how to read it and take you out. And we just saw it happen, play out before our eyes.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, we got another game that was very important, which was very impressive.
Yeah. Look, Casey will turn around. Mahomes had to protect the ball, though. You got to get it together. Maybe it's his brother dancing on people's numbers and whatnot.
Have too much of a good reputation. Yeah, the brother.
Yeah. Right. Maybe it's that. Yo, we have to go to another matchup. And hey, look, this team has been in the news for the last couple of weeks. Yeah. But you know what? They've been holding it together. The Raiders beat Philly in a Super Bowl 15 rematch. Your Raiders. You know what I mean? Look, ever since, Gruden, they've been without Gruden for 2 games. They're 2-0 since then. They're actually leading the AFC West. Are they for real, Janae?
Ah, man. Are they for real? I don't know with Philly. I don't know. I don't think Philly has gotten their stuff together yet. But
hey, the Raiders.
No. I'm just saying. I can't say that the Raiders are.
By beating Philly.
They just.
Yeah.
But I will say the Raiders. I think they're overcoming. I think that we kind of lit a fire under them by everything that is happening.
Yeah.
And they're probably like pumped up extra. And they're out there taking it to them. I mean, they beat Philly hands down, no problem. I actually thought the first quarter was going to be a game, and
no,
at the blink, it wasn't a game.
Right. It was a blowout very early,
Absolutely.
led by that man at quarterback, Derek Carr. Look, Janae, this man only missed 3 passes all day. 31 of 34, 323. Yep. Can we say early MVP?
31 of 34 is impressive. Oh, my God. 323 yards, Sean. Come on. I mean, hey, he's in the conversation. I mean, if they continue on, I mean, they're 5-2, ladies and gentlemen. They're 5-2. They're one of the teams, believe it or not. And, hey, at this point, anybody's in it. With the way these teams are playing, I do think that they're not, as far as the top-tier teams, I would give them top 3 or 4 in the AFC.
Right. Which is saying something.
Which surprised me.
Right. No team in the AFC has less than 2 losses. Okay. So the AFC is definitely struggling this year, but I don't know if I agree with you. I don't know if we can really say that they're in the best, one of the top 5 in the AFC. I'll give that to you. But Janae, they do this year in and year out. Yes. They beat Kansas City a year ago.
Down.
Right. So, you know what I mean? But Janae, we wouldn't do our division justice if we did not mention this comment. Philly is really bad, though. Yeah.
Absolutely. I totally agree. That's why I started it off. David, with you can't say it's amazing when they just beat Philly.
Yeah. Philly is bad. They're struggling. They're going through. And you know what I'm gonna say? Because I can't do this man like this. Philly is bad. Jalen Hurts is doing everything he can do. Okay, he literally is. He's the leading rusher. He's the leading passer. He's trying to do anything he can.
With his head cut off, they got him. The offensive line is just blah.
No, he's trying to do anything he can. You know, Miles Sanders has not shown up. Ken Gainwell, you talked about him earlier this year. They really don't believe in him. That shows. The defense is struggling. The injuries are mounting up. Philly, I feel for you. I don't feel for you that much because Washington is one. You know, we're ahead of you in the NFC East, but you know, we'll go there. I feel for you.
Oh, you would run that in. You would run.
Oh yeah. Oh, I gotta bring that in. Look, we gotta go ahead and move on because I ain't trying to spend all day talking about the dag on Philadelphia Eagles, and we gotta go to a list that Washington used to be on a couple weeks ago. Now it's almost so far away that I just can't see it at the distance. We gotta talk about those middle of the road teams, Janae.
Although we come to the middle of the road, these teams haven't let go. Could they make a run? A run? I don't know.
Oh, let's go.
That's it. Man,
I can dig it.
Road team, Sean, man. Hey, we got a couple teams that are barely holding on by
barely. Yeah.
We got a couple teams. Hey, first starting off with New England, they beat the Jets. But ladies and gentlemen, hold on. It was the Jets. So before I give you this dynamic score, remember it was the Jets.
Yeah.
54-13. They dominated the Jets, a team that just, man, they might as well be trying to compete for second place in the draft because they just can't seem to get it right. Just, you know, what's that movie that can't get right? Can't get right.
Just can't get right.
Can't get right.
Yo, look, you see, Jared said this list is the not bads and the ites. Yeah.
Man.
They ain't great. Look, I got to say this. We blinked and New England is second in the AFC East. Now, obviously, you got the buzzsaw that is the Buffalo Bills at the top. And obviously, we've seen Miami and New York just squandering at the bottom in a race for first place for that draft pick. But these guys, look, Mac is playing. You know, Janae, I hate it. But Mac Attack is in full force, 24-36 for 307 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's quietly having a nice year, but look, this is my main part of my argument is that he has help. He has help. They have been running the ball, and if you can run the ball and just let Mac be a game manager like they've been doing, they've proven. I know it's the Jets, but they still put up 54. So.
You're like that kid, you know, the kid that goes to the amusement park and the clown blows up a balloon and the kid's so happy with that balloon all day. And eventually that balloon deflates. They're ready to play the Chargers. They're getting ready to play the Browns. They got the Titans on that list. They got Buffalo on that list. They got the Colts on that list. Who we will talk about is actually doing something.
Yeah.
Do not get excited for New England. I don't think nothing's going to happen and no noise is being made by beating the Jets.
Look. Watch out. Janae, Mac Attack is back, baby. Watch out.
Stop it.
Look. Jared said, is Mac playing better than Cam? Well.
And he's in the game. He's in the game. I do think that Cam Newton would be a better option. Do not get me wrong. I think Cam would be a better option. There are some teams that should be on the phone with Cam right now.
Yes. Yes. Come on now. Hey.
There, we can have that Cam conversation any time of day.
I'll raise my hand. we would like to try out his services.
There's plenty of teams.
Yeah.
We got another game that happened. What happened in the middle of the road team for this one?
Oh yeah. And two teams that may be able to may benefit from the services of Cam. The Baker Mayfield less Cleveland, who's out without Baker. They were without Chubb and Hunt. Somehow, some way, with Case Keenum at the helm and a third string running back, squeak out a victory against Denver.
I mean,
wow.
People should be making calls for a trade for Johnson right now. Right. They should be making calls. Now it was Denver.
Get him in there.
Defense is pretty good. So yeah. I'm not going to even say that they're a bad defense. And Johnson ran all over him. 157 yards, Sean. Come on.
Yeah. What happened?
With the running back we didn't even know existed.
Yeah. Exactly. What happened? That defense of the Broncos, we were told was a stout defense. You know what I mean? We were sitting there and told that these guys were, they're ready. They're coming back. Chubb is back. Von Miller. What is happening?
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
You're
but
right.
see, but this begs another question, just like we've asked this question before. Are these guys for real? Like the Broncos.
They could be. I think. I mean, I will say that they beat Denver. They beat Denver. We were just talking about is pretty decent. They're not bad.
Yeah.
And I feel like, but they've been good all season. So I'm not taking nothing away from Cleveland.
Right.
They've been good all season.
Look, you know I ride with Cleveland. I'm always shouting them out. Shout out to Tanner, diehard Cleveland guy. Yeah. Look, I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But Baker, look, he was already on the hot seat last year. He got into the playoffs. Great.
He's hurt, right?
Yeah. I get that. But he wasn't playing that great before he was hurt. You know what I mean? We talked about it.
Why he wasn't playing good was because he was hurt.
Look. He needs that two-headed monster. Okay, when he has that two-headed monster, it covers up some of his mistakes. He could be a gunslinger like Heineke for all I know. Okay,
because it's put in the perspective that if Hunt comes back in the game and everything goes good without Baker, do you think they keep Case Keenum in?
Case Keenum, we've seen, has led teams as a backup quarterback. I mean, it wasn't that long ago that he had the Minnesota almost in the Super Bowl. Yep. You know what I mean? So you know what I mean? We Case Keenum can get the job done. He's not a starter, but he's definitely a proven seasoned backup. But Baker's on the hot seat, in my opinion. I get well. I understand the injuries, but every time this happens, every time he does bad, I always go back to these commercials because I'm like, I love these commercials. They're hilarious. And I'm glad you got sponsors. But bruh, you could have been playing and practicing while you doing this commercial, man. Like, come on, man.
It did not look good. But what can you do?
Look, yes, Sheldon. Yep. If Faker Mayfield stay out the commercial, he might be okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna take any food out of man's mouth. But we need a winner, all right?
He needs to get back up on the field. I mean, it's not like the thing is the power of Cleveland is their running game. Yes. So Case Keenum could make it work regardless if
right
continues to run like he did. If the running backs come back and Baker needs to get his shoulder together, whatever, continue to ride this wave. Their game is running backs.
Right. Exactly. And I wonder if Case Keenum stays in, does that affect the OBJ situation? I mean, does Odell stay?
Better. It may make it better. Somebody who can actually get the ball to OBJ.
Right. So, that's very, very, very interesting. Yo, let's go ahead and move on. Janae, the game we had last night, man. What do you think of that one? Seattle, the Saints. Saints beat Seattle by 3.
I can't even believe it. Colts survived the rain.
Yeah. Yo, I'm telling you.
Man, that was a game. The Colts actually came to play, and surprisingly, they look good.
They did. I'm telling you. Now, the Wentz has been playing his game. He has the running game in Jonathan Taylor. Wentz, hey, look, he's not anything super. He's not anything shiny, but he gets the job done. And in that rain, he did good.
but we do have to put some things out there. They were playing with a third string quarterback. A third string quarterback. So I'm not gonna go nuts. But hey, they did it. That San Francisco defense, I didn't even see them out there.
No, they look suspect. They look suspect. Jimmy G does what he does, but nobody. I mean, look, first and foremost, that first half with that rain was a torrential downpour.
Yes.
Okay, that ball. I don't know if you've ever played football in rain, but that thing weighs like 5-10 pounds, and trying to throw that is just awful.
It was definitely a nasty game, but a good game. It was not a nasty game. I think like when what was the Patriots and Tampa Bay played that nasty kind of game where it was really
wet.
It was a scoring game. It was a scoring.
Yeah. I mean, look, Debo. Hey, shout out to Debo Samuel. He still did his thing for San Francisco. He had 7 catches for 100 yards and a touchdown. He is an integral part to that offense.
Absolutely.
But the rest of it, man, I don't know. 49ers, they struggling to me. They fell off to me, man. I mean, this is 3 years removed from a Super Bowl.
This is the problem, though, man. Garoppolo is going to stay hurt.
Yeah.
Well, every year. This is an every year turning into thing. Now you got a backup quarterback that's hurt.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
what are you going to do? What are you going to do?
In that division too, like you might. I mean, you close to making that decision to scrap it and move on. Get Lance going. Lance going.
You have nothing to lose. I mean, at this point, I mean, he stays hurt. See if you can get some draft pick for him, get some money for him. I don't know.
Right.
This is the same situation over and over and over.
It continues to happen. They don't have. Jared says,
I do. I don't. What are you waiting for? A star in the sky to tell you? I don't know.
Right. Jared says they don't have the horses in San Fran. Yeah. I mean, look, they don't. I mean, look, they still have a solid defense. A lot of those are still waiting for a lot of those guys to get back from injury. Bosa's back, Turner's back. They still can get it done, but the secondary is struggling. And then that San Francisco offense, man, I mean, Elijah Mitchell did get over 100 yards, but they still are struggling, man. But look, shout out to the Colts, man. The Colts, they're moving and grooving. Ladies and gentlemen, I know they started off rough this year, and Wentz I still don't think is the full answer, but the Colts are still, as long as they got that guy John Taylor, man, running the ball, doing a great job. Mo Alley Cox scored this that game, so let's go. I'm with it, man.
You see, we got some teams coming off of the Mission Impossible. The Colts.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On the middle of the road. They're doing pretty darn good. Hey, but we have one more game to talk about that happened last night, Sean.
Yeah.
Very surprising game. I'm pretty sure a lot of people thought that Seattle was going to do a little bit better than what they did. But New Orleans win by 3. They got their W. They got a W where they kind of struggled to get that. It looked like Seattle's defensive line was just constantly blocking Kamara. He couldn't get anything going. Right.
And they made Jameis look better than I think we should give him credit for. Seattle, ever since Wilson went down, Seattle has just been struggling. You know, we all know about that safety, Jamal Adams. But Seattle's D has just been struggling. They only gave up 13 and 13-10 loss, but your offense ain't putting up anything. Your defense needs to be the one.
A little bit better. I did think Geno Smith would do a little bit better than.
Well, right. I mean, at least give us a win,
but New Orleans was able to come back and score that last-minute field goal, man. I mean, that's all it's about. Whoever got the ball last, and it seemed like New Orleans got the ball last. They hang on by a thread, and they continue to move in their train. But like we said, New Orleans is still up in the air. We don't know. There you go.
Okay.
Or not. I don't know. I just don't know.
Yeah, I can't gauge it. New Orleans right now is look, they win against teams like us, but we had an opportunity to win that game and turned on the Hail Mary at halftime. New Orleans they're winning. They have a winning record by name, but a lot of it is by the teams they've played. We saw they got stomped by the Panthers, and we've seen what the Panthers are now. So, you know what I mean? So, hey, this was a win for the Saints. It will come up later in the year, but Seattle, man, I think they might be staying on that Mission Impossible list, Janae, because Seattle, as long as Gino's at the helm, I don't see much change come from there.
Right about that. Well, since we right on topic, Sean,
let's go.
Introducing it, let's go ahead and introduce the next wonderful subject.
Let's get it.
Let's go. You already know,
buddy.
Is Let's Talk Football, and we are getting ready to do an amazing segment of Mission Impossible. I look forward to this segment so we can talk about the teams that need help. I've always been a type of person that likes to give to the needy, and we're going to make sure that these teams get their full meal on today. Sean, I will let you go ahead and talk about the first Mission Impossible team.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, since joining the Mission Impossible list a week ago, we've quickly moved up the ranks because our play has been that poor. And so now we are the captains of the Mission Impossible list. And as the captains of this list, I've come up with a song that we're going to sing as the motto, the group motto for us. And it's called Keep On Pushing. We can't stop now. Gotta move up a little higher. Some way, somehow. And I know I try not to cry, but you gotta keep on pushing now. Ladies and gentlemen, my team needs to keep on pushing, even though we lost again. This time to Green Bay. Ladies and gentlemen, the worst part about this is that we're in these games. The Kansas City game, look, with the exception of Buffalo, who is a buzzsaw, we were in all 5 of the games. And yes, out of those, we're 2-4 from it, 2-5 after the Bills loss. We were in this game, ladies and gentlemen. We were shutting down Mr. Aaron Rodgers. We were playing good ball, tied at 7. But it's just like he's like he turned it on and we just turned it off. And then after halftime, we scored 10.
They just stepped on the gas and they didn't stop moving. Sean, I'm sorry. I don't know. 2-5, Sean. 2 games.
Yeah.
After Washington, what the hell?
Yeah. Come on.
Jared, what? I mean, come on, Sean. Come on. No excuses, man.
No, it's been rough.
You guys need a quarterback.
Look, we do. Look, no, you know what? Hold up. I can't attack my guy. I can't. Okay. Look. Look.
Do you not have enough offensive weapons to constantly make touchdowns?
Yes. We've been dealing with injuries. Gibson's been dealing with injuries. We've been dealing with injuries on our O-line. Okay? We've been playing our butts off. Our D-line is actually coming back and playing some good football. Okay? Our secondary is hurt. We're going through. When we broke the team down to 53, we only saved 5 linebackers. Okay, we are struggling with a lot of stuff.
You're saying this to yourself. You need a new quarterback. Heineke is not your man.
Listen. Heineke, 268 in the air with a touchdown, but 95 yards on the ground. He's doing everything in his power to keep us alive.
Wow, 95 yards on the ground, 268 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Look. Heineke is they have a good run defense. Shout out to my guy Dylan Walsh. They have a good run defense. Look. We're 2-5. We knew we were going to go through this buzzsaw. It's been rough, and it's not going to get any better anytime soon. But, hey, I'm going to keep on holding on. Holding on.
Be better anytime soon. The Broncos, the Buccaneers, the Panthers, the Seahawks, the Raiders, the Cowboys. Oh my goodness, you got the Eagles and you got us again. It's not going to get any better, Sean.
Wait, look, that Broncos game, I think we can do it this time. I think we can do it. Tampa, no. Tampa, we're going to get crushed. And the Raiders, I don't think we're going to win out.
If you lose against the Broncos, you don't come off the Mission Impossible list. You don't come off. If they're on a low and you're on a low and you beat the low, if you don't beat the low and you become lower and you're the lowest of the totem pole, we're going to put you right there. You realize this? You only have one more win over the Jets. Are you fighting for third in the draft, Sean?
It's been a rough week, okay? Listen, I look. All right, next on this list.
Damn list a long time ago. I let you float around. Freaking 2 and 5. God, please, Sean.
Oh, Washington. Hey. You know what they say.
Hey, let's talk about another team. NFC, and they also are on our Mission Impossible list. The Giants.
How did this happen? Wait, yeah.
Two teams that are on our Mission Impossible list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, one has won. One has become a man. And the Giants have become a man. They won against Carolina 25-3 in a shocking way. Nobody thought that Carolina would only make 3 points in the whole game, Sean.
What is happening with Carolina? Weren't they 3-0 at one point?
They went from this to
quickly. Look, honestly, with Carolina, I think first and foremost, you got to start Christian McCaffrey, still dealing with the hamstring, still out on IR. He's still struggling.
One player be that much of a factor, though, Sean?
No, but he is.
Running back be that much of your deciding factor?
But we are talking about the number 1 draft pick in everybody's fantasy football league, and he hasn't had a quarterback in a while. You know what I mean? Since Cam.
Where did Sam Darnold go in the draft?
Look. Sam Darnold ain't
Sam Darnold go in the draft?
To the Jets. No.
Be on his shoulders.
My goodness.
That is everybody's thing with Carolina. Oh, let's give them a break because Christian McCaffrey's not there. Do they not have anybody else on the squad?
Look. All right, I will respect that. They got DJ Moore. Shout out to Jared Harmon. They got Chuba Hubbard, star out of Oklahoma State. He's a stud. He's getting it done. But look, hey, Jared made a point.
Not excusable, Sean, against the Giants. There's no excuse.
You're right.
McCaffrey is not that issue. 3 points.
It's the entire team. It's the entire team. I'll agree with you. Hey, like Jared said, they're getting Darnold. Look, Sam Darnold, when they were 3-0, Sam Darnold had 6 touchdowns and only 2 turnovers. In this 4-game stretch that they've lost, he's had the 6 touchdowns again, but he's also had 8 turnovers. He is playing like Jet Sam Darnold, and you know what I mean? You can't – the rest of the team, like –
so are we saying that Sam Darnold isn't the one? Or like Nathan said, is it the coaching? The coaching could be an issue.
Listen.
Why haven't they figured it out? Sam Darnold is a good quarterback, and they got people to get the ball to. 3 points is just unexcusable against the Giants.
I agree. But listen, this is what it is. And I think you answered your own question. You said, what about coaching, Nathan? Poor execution. Absolutely. You can coach from Sunday to all the way to next Sunday. And then as soon as you get them on the field, players are going to do what players are going to do. You can't coach tendencies. You can't coach players that's film study. That's this and that. So in my opinion, with these guys, it's not coaching. This is on the players. I think the onus is on the guys.
Oh, and then you lose the last 4 games. 3-0 start off. And you have not won a game yet. And you're losing against teams that should not even be in the caliber.
Yeah.
We're talking about Carolina being legit when they were 3-0.
Right.
They really flipped the switch. It is night and day. I just don't think it's excusable losing against the Giants. And they will continue to be on the Mission Impossible list because that is ridiculous.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Wendy saying hello, guys. Yes, Wendy, your team won. Your Packers beat us. You missed me crying about it. Said, hey, Janae. Yo, we have to move on to this to the last team, the last game on here, and it's probably the last for a reason. Both of these teams are struggling. Shout out to Anthony Handy. His Atlanta Falcons pull out the W.
Woo!
Edge Miami.
And a field goal to win the game.
Right. What can I say, Janae? Can I say this is good for Atlanta? Or can I just talk about how bad Miami has just become? Like, what is going on?
You didn't have Miami up there this year. You didn't have
No.
They haven't shown us nothing basically all year. Atlanta has not showed us basically nothing all year, but they've had spurts of showing you what they can do when they want to show up.
Right.
And it just so happened that Matt Ryan went down the field and won the game at the end, which was awesome because you don't see it happen too often. But Matt Ryan had 2 touchdowns, 336 yards. I mean,
yeah,
he did good. He did good. I mean, what else can you say? But on the other hand, what's going on with the quarterback on Miami, man?
Right.
What's going on with the quarterback?
Look, Tua's still trying to do what he can do. 32 of 40, 291 yards, 4 TDs. So on paper, you're looking at this like, oh my God, he had an amazing day. But the thing is, he's not. It's just not working. It's not working with him in that offense. The defense is not. It's not stopping folks, and they just can't seem to get over the hump. They can't seem to get it all together.
Same team that Fitzmagic had last year.
That's my question.
The same team,
right?
That Fitzmagic had, and Fitzmagic was doing things with the team, and now you're seeing Tua can't win the game.
Well, see, and that was the funny thing that Tua has been renting only in Miami right now. Oh yeah, Tua, no, he out. He on his way out. You know that. But that's my thing, though. That's my thing. Like, you can't see. That's a good point, Janae. Like, I just don't see. That whole structure is just a mess.
But could you also say this is coaching?
You could. I mean, Flores, I don't. It baffles me because, to your point, that team from a year ago. This is we talked about in the off.
Is this
right?
Team?
We talked about in the offseason Xavier Howard, and he's the best corner from a year ago. He leads the league in interception, wants this big contract, and he holds out. What happened to him?
Yeah.
What happened to their defense? I don't know where they went. But to your point, you're absolutely right. Fitzpatrick, when he came in when he was in last year, he was dominated. They were at 4-2, and he took them out. He just yanked them out, and they struggled.
Do you think he's their guy?
Jared says it best right here. Flores needs a quarterback. I think Tua might need to roll out.
Peace. Got to roll. Hey, Atlanta was able to win the game. It was definitely a decent game, and I was very surprised at the way it went. But Atlanta pulled it off. Now everybody's got this big question mark over Miami because as of last year, they were a good team. And I don't know why anybody would change that up when it's doing good.
Right.
But you get what you get. This is prime example of you get what you get.
Right. You're absolutely right. You absolutely right. Nathan said, who? Tua, he's the answer. Who do you think they need to get is what you're asking? I mean, hey, Janae, they can always get my guy.
You better call Cam Newton. Boom, boom, boom. You better call him. There's a few teams that need to call Cam Newton. We already know Washington should definitely make that call. We already know that Miami should definitely make that call. Oh, man. Who else should make that call? There's a few teams that could definitely make that call. You see us, what's it called? It's hurt from the Jets. They can go to the Jets.
Yep.
The Jets need to make that call. Come on now. There's a few teams that need to make that call to Cam Newton.
Look, Nathan said, what's Cam going to do? Hey, Cam get the job done. I think he would be doing a little bit better than Mac in New England, without a doubt.
I do.
I mean, Yeah. So hey, we'll definitely see how that plays out. I definitely think, and it's funny though, Jeanette, because the last couple of weeks we have pulled this. You better call Cam Newton on Miami like 3 or 4 times, with or without Tua. So Miami, I hope y'all get the picture. All right, y'all need to.
I hope they do as well. I hope they do as well.
Yo, Jeanette, we gotta go ahead and move on. We're going to one of the favorite sections of the show.
That make me crazy.
Yeah.
Man, this is one of my favorite segments of the show. Does that make me crazy? If you don't know, me and Sean have some really crazy ideas that we actually think are good ideas, but some of you guys think that we are entirely crazy. So I will go ahead and kick it off first, Sean, because I ladies first.
Come on now.
There is a team that kind of had a scare last week. They got to take a rest this weekend, but last week they got a little scared with their quarterback, Dak Prescott. Pulled a little calf, little muscle. But I'm predicting, and does that make me crazy, that not only will Dak Prescott beat the Vikings, but the +2 points of what they have right now or whatever, we're gonna basically say that the Cowboys are probably gonna win this game by no more than 10 points.
Oh, what?
They're gonna probably beat them by 10. Maybe even a little bit more, but it's definitely going to be over 10 points because Dak Prescott will be showing up, will be showing out, and will show the world that ain't nothing wrong with his leg. Ain't nothing wrong with his leg.
Let's go.
That make me crazy.
Wow.
Let's go.
Now look, last time you said that, you said he did it against the Panthers, and they only won by 8. So,
you was counting too, because we was up by like 13. We got out by the you won by a smidgen. It's okay. It's okay. This one, 10 points. I'm keeping my 10-1 on a roll, baby. I already told you.
Okay. Let's go. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, I gotta follow that up with a good one over here. Ladies and gentlemen, each of us in the last couple weeks have mentioned this team, and I just can't give up on them, ladies and gentlemen. I can't do it. The rest of the world, their city, ladies and gentlemen, Detroit, Michigan, their own city has given up on them, but I will not. Okay? Ladies and gentlemen, the Detroit Lions, winless, yes, but they're playing a struggling third place NFC East Philadelphia Eagles this coming weekend, ladies and gentlemen. Mark my words. My Detroit Lions will not only get the W, but they will win by more than 10 points. Does that make me crazy?
That make me crazy. Yeah, it makes you crazy.
Let's go, Detroit.
Crazy. Something is up. Wow. But this one I don't think Sean is gonna like too well, but I gotta go ahead and make it out there. Does that make me crazy that I think that not only will Washington not win another game this season, but they will be the ones to call Cam Newton.
No.
You heard it first, ladies and gentlemen. Does that make me crazy that the team that is going to contact Cam and get on their phones and dial up and say, please come over and take my organization, Cam Newton will be a Washington Redskins or Washington football team player. So you've heard it first here. That make me crazy. I said it. I said it.
No.
The team will be the first ones to make the call.
Oh,
he already played with your coach. Your coach is looking like a sad puppy every week.
Oh, my goodness.
He's going to make the call because he knows if nobody can do it, Superman can.
No. Oh my goodness. Okay, listen, ladies and gentlemen.
Woo,
Listen,
that was a,
ladies.
that was a good one.
I know you feel good about that. There's a team that I talked about a week ago, and I talked about them earlier today. I have been hopping on this team's bandwagon. I liked them a year ago when they had a quarterback that had 20 kids. And this year, like I said, they have a quarterback that I don't believe in. I'm going to say it right now. I don't believe in him, but I do believe in the connection he has with his coach, Carson Wentz and Frank Reich. They have a good connection. I said last week that they will make the playoffs. Ladies and gentlemen, they're going to shock the world. The Indianapolis Colts are going to make it to the AFC Championship game. Does that make me crazy, ladies and gentlemen?
That make me crazy. Stop.
Oh, yeah.
John,
Let's go, Colts.
Let's
go, Indy.
Check it. Because something.
I'm cool, baby.
The Colts are not making it to no daggone champion. What are you talking about? Are you sick? Are you feeling okay?
Let's go, Colts. That's for you, Bo Ryan. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Y'all hear this? Do y'all hear what he's saying right now? I am, Sean, I'm just shocked.
Hey,
I'm shocked.
Watch out for them Colts. Watch out. That's all I'm going to say. Say, you are crazy.
My heart fluttered. I just think my heart skipped a beat from what you just said. But I give you a pass because, like we said, we both are crazy about our ideas and we really think that they're valid. So, ladies and gentlemen, if the Colts end up making it, Sean will have shocked the world because
here it is.
Anybody thinks that. Anybody.
Yeah. I'll take it. I like that.
Oh, man. Sean, we got to get on to our last segment of the show, which we love to do because it gives us an opportunity to really get personable with you guys and really you guys like straight up friends and how friends should do, because this is Let's Talk Football. And as I consider all of you guys my football friends. So we want to make sure that we say what's on our hearts, man. So Sean, what do you have for your down and dirty today?
Yo, my down and dirty is make sure your health is take care of your health. Make sure you take care of yourself. Make sure you take time to make sure that you are together. Recently, actually yesterday, I was, we were going to do the show and, you had to work and I didn't end up doing it. So I, went and got some food. I did a normal thing. And I was sitting up and I was waiting for Kat. And I was waiting. And she actually called me and said, my flight got delayed. It's going to be a little longer. And I was sitting there waiting for her. And Janae and I just like this, same spot exactly, looking right in here, looking at the TV. At some point I fell asleep. Well, she was blowing up my phone and where are you, this and that. And I didn't hear any of it. I didn't wake up until she came through the door and I'm like, what are you doing here? What happened? And she's like, you fell asleep, Sean. She's like, you must have fell asleep. It's all right. I was coming from Dallas. And I was so just shattered because I was just like, I this is what I live on, helping other people, being that person, being everything. But the one thing I realized, I don't take care of myself very well. Ladies and gentlemen, you see that I do 4 or 5 shows. I make guest appearance on other people's shows. I'm constantly doing this type of thing. And it wears on me, but I try to push that to the side because I'll take care of that another day. You can't do that. You absolutely can't do that. I've done it before. I did it with you once where, we had a show and I fell asleep until you hit me up. Then I woke up and like 6:15, something like that. So guys, we have got to take that time to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourselves, you will not be good for anybody else that you are looking out for and taking care of. So you have to take that minute to take care of yourself, go to the doctor, exercise, eat well. I know, Kat, these are all things I don't do, but I'm saying you need to do those things in order for you then to help other people. You have to make sure you're able to help yourself. That's my down and dirty this week, because Kat seems to want to chime in. So there it is.
Absolutely, man. Hey, that's for all of us, man. Just listening to our body, doing what we're supposed to do with our bodies, like actually listening to our bodies and what it's telling us to do. And a lot of times it's telling us to go to sleep. It's telling us to go to sleep. So my down and dirty for today, man, oh man. So my down and dirty for today is, as I was watching the news today, they were talking about it. On the news where there was a man who got molested by a woman who got molested by a man on a train. And on the train, there were people around, but nobody around called the police because everybody in their mind was thinking that somebody else was calling the police or somebody else was reaching out. We are in this day and age of trying to pull out our phones to record everything and try to do everything else. My down and dirty is we need to be the type of community that cares about the next person. You know, to be the type of person that would stand up if you see somebody in an altercation and somebody's getting hurt. Be the type of person to step in and say and ask them, are they okay? Call the police if something's wrong. This person. And it turns out that somebody could have called the police, but it took the train to stop and for somebody to see it. And then when he called the police, he was like, oh, I think it's happening. Like, the thing is, we got to be accountable and we got to look out for each other. You know, there's a lot of times when people get in accidents on the side of the road and you think that the next person called the police. Call the police. We can help the people that are out here and they're hurting. You know, there's situations where people getting fender benders and all that stuff. And you think the next person called and somebody could be hurt. We need to start making sure that everybody is accountable for each other and making sure that we're being vigilant ourselves about situations that we could help. So I know that was basically a rant, but it was on my heart all day after I saw that incident. It's like all those people who were around, but nobody thought to call 911 because everybody thought, you know, somebody else was doing it. Be the person to stand up. Be the person to call 911. If you see something, say something. This is a day and age where this needs to be key in our lives. If you see something, say something. So that's my down and dirty for today.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. I absolutely love that, man. It goes back to the thing I was telling you about last week about the guy that was right next to me and going through his stuff. And it was kind of like, I was actually kind of saw him the other day. And I actually, you know, it was like exchanged pleasantries and things like that. Yeah. But I think sometimes even giving somebody a smile that maybe is not expecting it, that type of thing, we got to. I love that you said that. We have to absolutely,
man. And Sean, this is another wonderful show, man. I can't believe, man. Another in the books, man. This week was just awesome. We got a wonderful week of football coming up. Hey, who we got on the Thursday game before we end?
Oh, we got the Cardinals. Let me think. I think it's the Cardinals and the Packers.
Cards and Packs this Sunday?
Oh yeah. Oh no, this Thursday. Yeah, the Cardinals and the Packers in Arizona.
Ooh, that's gonna be.
Who you got for that one? I'm
gonna have to go with because this is only selfish in my heart. I want Green Bay to win because I need the Cardinals to start taking some L's in order for my team to have a chance to get number 1 seed.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna go with you. I'm gonna go with the Packers too. I mean, I know the Cards are undefeated. I know the Cards are undefeated, but I feel like the Packers are kind of they're on the up and up. They're on the upswing.
Yeah, absolutely.
They got something to prove.
Defense is shaky. It's purely for selfish reasons for me.
Oh yeah. Oh, obviously.
I think Cardinals have everything it takes to beat Green Bay. But like you said, the bad man is on the other side of the field, and you can't count him out. This is the man that you can't leave 37 seconds. We thought we couldn't leave Tom Brady with a minute, but you can't leave that bad man with 37 seconds. So I'm hoping, Lord, hear me, that the Packers win. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
We shall see. I know Whitney definitely loves that. Yes, sir. So glad you guys were here to join us today.
Absolutely, man. We are so excited. If you guys could just hit the share button for us, we
Yeah.
would love for other people to see it. If you enjoyed it, we're pretty sure somebody else will enjoy it too. Hit the like button, and you already know we're going to see you next week, Monday, 6 o'clock. I will do better. My job just made me stay a long time yesterday, and I do apologize because it was my fault, Sean. I do apologize.
Oh, we're good. We're good.
But you already know we are here every week. If we are not there on Monday, we will let you know we're there the next day. Whenever we can get there, we will be there. But please believe on Monday, we will be ready to have a wonderful week of football where I talk about my team getting another W.
We're getting back on the winning streak.
John, it's for the W teams. It's for the W. No. So I can't block his screen, ladies and gentlemen. But Mission Impossible teams need love too.
Hey, yes. We're coming out the gutter, baby. We're coming out the gutter.
Get out of here. Hey, I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
And this is Let's Talk Football. We see you guys.
Yay!
Can't wait to talk about another week of football. Peace out.
Let's get it. Yes, sir.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
I am Janae Struther.
I'm Sean Spencer.
We are back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen.
I gotta go out and hold up.
Come on. The lion. Here, the lion. New man on this so fine. Kirk Cousins.
All right.